Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark III and welcome back to Nimbatus, where nothing has ever gone wrong ever and I've been playing perfectly. Because yes. Anyway, we're moving on. Our next missions, we could go either for some spikes, which do damage based on impact speed, so that's kind of not like how I'm playing at all. Or you can get 2 common weapons and 2 bits of angle pieces. Or you can get 3 fuel tanks and 3 rare weapons. I wonder which one I'll go for. Let's go for the spikes. Yes, because I really want to use those. No, we're going to this one. Mission, destroy the pirate mines. In this case, the pirates have laid... Oh, distress signal again. Oh my. What you find is a field of debris, apparently left over from a civilian ship. You gather what little is left and continue. 2 more shield generators and 40 more tritium. Okay, yeah, that's definitely worth it. But yeah, what they've done is they've placed mines on this planet, hoping to destroy and loot unsuspecting civilian vessels. Destroy them before that can happen. So this one is more of a combat mission. We got pirates as our opponents, so they have some little ships around the place. But we're actually going to blow up old, like, naval mines, it almost looks like, except that they're buried in the land. That is what we are here to do. In the meantime, let's deposit our resources as safely as possible. There we go. And off we fly. Notice that I have corrected my thrusters. So, yes. Actually, the cold weapon might have been good for this mission. I don't know. Anyway, here we are. You see, there's plenty of wrecks around on this mission. I think that's probably the main source of material, though we've immediately found a resource pocket. Let's just hollow that out. Odd little thing, by the way. When you harvest a resource pocket out, the sides of the resource pocket can actually be protected from damage for a few moments, so it can be a bit tricky. So yeah, it's like the terrain generation of the game is trying to catch up a little bit, you know. I think that is what's going on. And look at me, I'm the best flyer ever. Yeah, we just have to find us some... Oh, I forgot about them. Okay, that's the pirate version of that rocket turret that we saw the Corp using. Except this one fires thermal. That's something to be aware of. Oh well, you're dead. Because I can just do this. Ah ha ha ha. You're gonna die. And hopefully the blizzard will cool my ship off soon enough. Take that. But that's one of the mines there, though. I mean, see what I mean? It looks a bit like an old naval warfare mine, more than anything else, I think. So I'm not sure why they look like that, but they do. And I have to be careful because heat is still spreading throughout my chassis. Look at this. A lot of my ship is just glowing red hot. Hopefully I'll find a way to cool off soon. Okay, now, something to bear in mind here. And that is, I wish I had my snipers with me. These mines actually have a really significant blast radius. And the last time... Well, sorry, not the last time. Let me rephrase. The first time I came across these mines was in a previous attempt at playthrough. With a scientist, and I accidentally cut off the rear part of my ship. Sorry, my drone. Like, I literally blasted my rear engine section off, and it resulted in my drone being crippled and unable to finish the mission. Just because I didn't know how big the blast radius was on it, and it killed the parts. So that's something to be aware of in this one. You've got to practice safe distance and all that jazz. As well as scorched earth policies. Like this. Just to make sure, you know? Luckily we're still very early on, so it's like, you know, there's only a few mines to get. And there might be another turret around, but there doesn't seem to be much in burrow defences at the moment. I don't know where that impact came from. Oh, there's a red glow though, I think that might be a target. It is! For some reason it's on the surface. Ooh, resources. But yeah, pretty simple. I say as I hit everything but the mine. There we go. Now let me get the delicious shiny things. Because that's what I really want. Also, note to self, I've got to reposition that magnet. It has a habit of catching on the terrain because it's so far outside the rest of the ship's structure. What? Apparently their ground turrets have the power of levitation. Sure, okay. There we go, that's... Oh, there's another one. Yeah. I figure I should show this just to illustrate the point I was trying to make earlier. Look at this really big piece here. Yeah. I can pick it up, but the problem is it has mass. Ugh. That's the big problem. These things have weight, they have inertia. And so that's why like grabbing the big bits with a small drone is not a good idea. Oof. As well as being kind of tricky to do. So for 25 extra yellow, in a pinch it can be worth it, but in general it really isn't. So only do that with the big pieces if your drone is actually able to handle it, or you've got a big magnet as well as powerful drone, or stuff like that. But yeah, look at this. I grabbed this small piece really, really easily, and it's not really affecting me very much. So I can just use this to fly up here, say hello to the resource storage, and go up. Fast and easy, 25. Whereas I couldn't even get that big piece off the ground with this drone. You see what I mean? Anyway, that's that though, so that's all done. Back to the Nimbatus. There might have been some resources in the core of the planet, but I didn't want to go and check. Let's see. 3 cryogenic small lasers. Okay, so that means I've got 4 short lasers. That's a potential weapon configuration, actually. Because cryogenics, they have a habit of freezing things. Then, of course, we've got some fuel tanks. But, yeah. Not the best weapon, but it's something. Let's see, what have we got? We've got a garage. I don't have the material. There's a boatload of weaponry over there. Some fuel tanks. And 3 bumpers and 3 small batteries. The only thing weapon worth over here, I think, is actually the weapons cache. 3 rare weapons and 3 common weapons. But I have to destroy boombug queens. I've never seen a boombug queen. I don't know what they're like. I've seen boom bugs though. They are okay. Don't really want to go after them though. Let's see though. 4 uncommons, some small and medium batteries, some medium fuel tanks and medium batteries. Tempting. Oh, resource tank. Don't actually need some common weaponry and some common weaponry. This looks like a high explosive area, so it might be a good idea to actually use a cryo laser battery on my ship, because I think these guys have expansive cores. Because I've never actually been to a world with one of these glowy cores before, but I think I recall seeing them in some of Lathvix's videos. So yeah, okay, this is the system I'm going to go to. Do I want better? Well, I don't have any bigger fuel tanks, so medium fuel tanks would be a welcome addition. And this one gives me 4 uncommon weapons and some small fuel tanks. Okay. And I only need to do 3 points worth of stuff, so that's... Okay, okay. Yep, I've got a plan for me. Well, I guess I'll do it. Okay, so what I've got is a starburst drone, which is what I've called the good old shooty bang bang guns and missiles thing. And then I've got a freezer burn drone, which is basically the same configuration. I've just muddled around with it a little bit and swapped weapon positions. So instead of having the rocket pods on the side like the starburst does, the freezer burn shuffles some of its thrusters and things around. So reverse thrusters are now dead center in the middles, the kinetic blasters are back a little bit, and we've got all 4 cryo lasers installed as the secondary weapon option. That said, I've noticed something worrying, which is, you know how the Epic one is a push laser and really power efficient? The other three are attraction lasers and reflective, so they can bounce off surfaces too. So, not a good ideal combination, but this is a lot of freezing power though. So, hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, just give me a planet to test. We can see how good it works before we deploy it though. So, let's deploy that. Let's go down this way. Oh look, it's a planet. Let's go ahead and do... It bounces off targets as well, but look at that though. The thing is, if we freeze a target, then it's okay, because then that target can't actually shoot us. But look at this. An object that's not attached, it draws it to us because of the laser's attraction properties. So, you know, the enemy will be here, and I'll be able to use my blasters to help kill it. But if it's something that explodes on death, that's going to be a problem. Oop, hello. So I'll need to freeze it, then release and fire. So, you know, that kind of thing. And also the range is really bad too. So this is really like a building freezer more than anything, I think. So just do this to it. If only they weren't attraction lasers. Oh well. Should work pretty good though, I think. So let's save and exit. Let's go back. We are at Godric to get the bigger fuel tanks to make our drone cheaper to deploy. Only a few, yeah, only a few points off the cost, but still something. Kill the transmitters, find it, put it out of commission. Watch out, maybe protected. So, you know, it's something. Maybe cryo isn't the best choice for this, but we're going to try it out just for a bit of variety, you know. So, freezer burn drone. I choose you! Your freezer burn drone is evolving. It has evolved into a pile of scrap metal because it wasn't armed properly. That's my predicted outcome for this. Yeah. Aren't I optimistic? Okay, let's see what we can do then. Oh, there's actually a pool. Oh, that's interesting. Pool of resources right underneath the crafts. Just have to watch out for the thing. Also got to remember, by the way, I don't actually have any coolers. I thought I did, but I don't actually. And oh yeah, look at that. That's something to be very concerned about, because this is actually a heat-based world, I think. So I just have to be careful of that expanding and retracting core if I go deeper into the planet. Lucky though, the tunnel network isn't too complex down here, so yeah. But I will have to come down here to get resources. Luckily, again, I actually have the engineer, so I don't have to worry about like problems with harvesting the resources. I should probably actually check and see that if there's a way out before I start mining up down here. So let's do this. Let's finish the survey of the surface first. That sounds sensible. Ooh, resources. Give me. Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme. And yep, there's the core. I just want to check how big it gets, and it gets pretty far out. It does give me a good amount of time between surges, but look at that though, it does actually move pretty quickly. So yeah, I need to watch out if I'm not sure if it's going to be expanding soon or not. Ooh, more resources. Interesting. These worlds seem to be actually pretty resource rich. More important though, no sign of the transmitter yet. Ah, here it is. Okay, let's see what it is it defended by. It's got oh, turrets. I don't exactly have a good counter to those. Oh, look at the range on those lasers though, it's pathetic. Yeah, the lasers are really bad. Not sure what to do about that. The hell? Ugh! Oh no! Okay, that was a bit of a bust. I think Starburst is drones what I need, because against those turrets I just need I need range and power. Maybe a sniper drone would have been a good idea, but those short lasers are actually really, really bad. Oh well. Maybe I'll reconfigure Freeze Burn to some of the weapon payload, but Starburst, you get to do the job instead. And I spend an extra 50 to relaunch and take extra threats, because that's how the game works. My threat is actually getting fairly high right now. I'm probably going to get hit again pretty soon. Oh, here we are, back again. Notice that the map reset itself, but the resources didn't reset themselves, so yeah, you can't farm, you can't just deliberately lose to come back and get more resources. That's just not how it works, sadly. Oh, that's it for my power reserves. Need to watch out, but I know I'm doing some damage with long-range bombardment. Maybe a sniper drone would have been a good idea for this after all. Nope, don't have the range. Yep, do have the range. Okay. Shoot them! Watch out for the explosives. Wow, I didn't realise the range on rocket launchers was actually this great. It's just the accuracy is a problem. But there's so many enemies, that doesn't really matter right now, does it? Oop. I think Starburst was actually a great name for this. It kind of suits it, if I'm going to be honest. It's doing great at Scorched Earth tactics. If only I had the accuracy. Oh yeah, look at that. I just took a gentle knock, pretty much. Like, that blast wasn't very close, but it actually knocked out some of my rear systems. Like, I've lost some engines, I've lost my magnets, I've lost a few bits and pieces. Nothing that was really crippling me this time. I think I've lost a turning thruster as well, actually. My reverse thrusters are okay. How am I doing for turning? Yeah, I've lost half my turning force as well, but that's not too bad. I just have to now go deeper into the planet and extract material wealth, because that's a good thing. Of course. I just have to watch out for the core, because the core is a bad thing. And I do not want to get liquefied by it. Oh yeah, this is actually... The lack of my rear turning force is actually kind of messing me up a bit. Hello? Molten core, are you down here? I can see a glow. And that's where I was harvesting previously. Oh, I can't actually get through that terrain, really? But yeah, here comes the molten core. Okay. Just have to follow you in. Yeah, this rock is really tough, jeez. And I think I need dedicated digging tools for this stuff. Oh, I am so glad I decided to come down here and check this other direction. Plenty of red. These are indeed resource-rich worlds. Though sadly that strain over there is not something I can actually reach. Just have to be careful because... Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it, okay. More parts for me. And I still think actually going for like 3 worlds here is what I want to do, because the rewards for the other ones are like... the med batteries are nice, but there's a lot more weaponry available if I... actually, I could just hit that one. But that's not uncommon weapons. You know? Ah, dear. Okay, got it. We are going on the hunt for more weapons because more choice is good, especially without the scientist captain. So, you know, I continue to appreciate the scientist captain. And we've also taken the freezer burn drone and renamed it as the volley gun drone, and swapped out its lasers for a battery of sniper rifles instead. So, still got the basic cannons as a backup system, but it's got sniper rifles for long range. And that's because this is the same mission type, destroy the core transmitter. So, I sacrificed like area saturation scorched earth tactics for just being able to be a bit more picky and accurate at range in what I'm trying to do. But the only thing, of course, I've got to remember for the drones is they've got recoil. So yeah. Oh yeah, there's also like more heat on this world, so kind of wish I had some coolers along, but I just don't have any of those parts yet. Okay, I'm just hoping to find something to test and show you. Actually, I can just show you the recoil now, so it's like... that's what the sniper rifles do. They snipe things. I think it's in the name. These guys, though, what do they do if I shoot them? They just explode and they irradiate the area around them until you hit them, and then they explode. Oh. And they also do... They release these things which can heat up my drone, apparently, too, so that's something to watch out for. They release... What are those? Oh, I can kill them. Good. Ah, go away! Go away! Because you guys fly straight through shields. Okay, so that's something to be aware of. Actually, these snipers are pretty good. A volley is like a third of the health of that thing if they all connect. They are, however, a bit of a power hog, so got to be aware of that. Yep, works pretty well. Nice and safe. Oh, would help if I was actually hitting the gun though, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Got to remember... don't want to get near that. Got to remember that there is gravity, so long-range shots do have that problem. Yeah, like that. Just be careful how I aim. And of course, I've still got the blasters for when range is not actually a consideration. Because yes. That said, this terrain is actually pretty tough. I can't really do anything to it, so... Yeah, dear. No. Need to get higher and deal with this turret. Because I do want to try and get resources, as is usual. But I have to be careful because this world, I think, also has an expanding core in it. Okay, so this is a different terrain type. Can I... I can dig it more easily than the rock, it seems, but it's still really impractical to do without any kind of proper digging weaponry. Digging equipment, I should probably say, but the fact is the digging stuff is weaponry in this game. So, yep, into the dangerous heart of the planet I have to venture. Depends how much room there is to work around down here. Where is that core? Okay, big resource pocket, yay, but I'm worried about a big lava-y death. Oh, speaking of, there's the big lava-y death rapidly approaching. Right. Oh, it seems to actually... Oh, is it a small core? Oh, it is a small core, but it's actually... It seems to be changing states more rapidly than the one I was previously at. Just have to be careful. Also, oh, overheat, overheat, overheat. Critical. Oh dear. I didn't realise I was overloading that rapidly. Gotta be really careful here. Oh, something just... Oh dear, I think something just overloaded and broke. Oh, just being down here is killing me. Oh, I'm dead. My drone is literally down to just the core. Back to the Nimbatus. Wow, I need to find coolers because that was just, yeah. What did I get though? I got ooh, long lasers with reflect but no pull. Pure kinetic too, so they don't do anything special damage-wise. Well, actually, I should probably mention this. Kinetic damage type is standard, but if you have a elemental weapon, it actually does reduced raw damage in return for doing some elemental effect damage. So, yeah, there is that. But long laser. Let's quickly do something. That's a short laser. That's a long laser. Let's see what the range is. Twice as long. Still not that great, but it's definitely a noticeable improvement. Oh, I was getting excited to think I could use the lasers, but I'm still not sure about it. Especially on hard mode. If it was a low difficulty or I have better shields or stuff, then yeah, I would use them most likely. Just because I wouldn't have to worry about gravity and stuff, but yeah, I don't think they're, for me, at least not right now. Volley gun drone configuration, though, does seem to work quite nicely. So, let's go back, and the next world is going to be... do I want 2 standard weapons, or do I want two standard weapons? 2 standard weapons, or 2 standard weapons, or batteries. Call the Firefly Swarm. I think batteries, and I'll go in with the rocket drone. Probably the best idea. My thread is getting really high though. Yeah, so I think Starburst drone is what I want to take in here. But that said though, it is also time for me to end this particular video. So, we're going to have to deal with those fireflies, and I think I was probably right in getting the name for those in the previous planet. Next time. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. And I'll catch you all some other time. Yes, indeed. See you all later.